Hello, hello, hello. I am Kasasaki Usagi. And who fucking knows? Um, well, that was on my end. There was they're apparently doing work on our internet because it's broken. So maybe things are fixed. Probably not. We'll see what happens in the next 10 minutes. Gosh. Yeah, I'm torn between it being a Twitch problem. I think it's a bit of both. Because I was like, before I completely got booted again, I was like, this has to be a Twitch problem because I'm not disconnecting from the game. And then I got disconnected from the game, so. C'est la vie. Okay. Let's go talk to Mr. Godbert. Lord Godbert, but I thought. Hildy? In Ishgard, this is the first I've heard of it. Ah, I found you at last, heretic. Yes, you, the hulking brute with the mad gleam in his eyes, your brazen heresy is plain for all to see. Surrender yourself to the Inquisition at once. I beg your pardon, this man is an Uldan merchant, here at the behest of House Fort Tomps. Your baseless accusations will not be tolerated. A guest of House Fort Tomps? That he couldn't possibly. Though there were those two wards that they were acquitted of all charges and trial by combat. But if he demands the right to, then I would personally have to. Oh dear. This man isn't wearing any pants. A thousand apologies, good sir. I spoke out of turn. I am Seer, and as you may have guessed, I am an inquisitor who has been charged with investigating reports of rather suspicious, possibly heretical individual. Oh, a heretic, you say? One who bears a passing resemblance to me. Aye, a man rather muscular, wearing dark garments, and acquitting himself in a somewhat gentlemanly fashion, as some might say. I guess that's fair, Sprightly. This heretic sounds like the splitting image of Inspector Hildebrand. Could he be a fan? Say again, you're acquainted with such a man? I see. And the man you are looking for is Lord Godbert's son. It would seem that our investigations may be connected, so I put you to a proposal. The first reported sightings of the heretic I am tracking came from Falcon's Nest. Mayhap we should journey there together. It is, after all, possible that we are seeking the selfsame individual. If so, and if he is innocent, it would be for the best if you were present when I apprehended him. That way we might resolve this matter without incident. I say we go with him, Akali. This looks to be our best lead. Then I shall accompany you all. It has been far too long since I laid eyes on my beloved son, and if there was a chance we might be reunited, I would be glad to seize it. Then it is settled. We shall leave for Falcon's Nest at once. Falcon's Nest. Oh, I'm so glad I have flying out here. I'm going the wrong way. No. Mistress Yana, are these your traveling companions? The mysterious muscular vagabond. Yes, a patrol sighted him lurking near the dusk vigil. Thinking he might be a lost traveler, they called out to him, but rather than approach, he fled. Quite frankly, I'm surprised you bothered to come all this way. That sighting was barely warranted a mention in my report. Aha! The unmistakable scent of heresy. Terribly sorry. Old habit I picked up from my mentor. I know. I will not rush to judgment as before. Still, as much as I hope you find your missing inspector, I must confess some small desire that we instead unearth a lingering pocket of heresy. Of late, there have been virtually no confirmed instances of heretical misdeeds. It's gotten so bad that some are speculating our findings may be reduced, or worse, that the Inquisitor's operations might come under review. That is why, Halone as my witness, I will find and bring a heretic to justice and prove that our order still has value in these uncertain times. Yes, I understand you have your reasons, but whether or not this vagabond was a heretic remains to be seen. Still, if you are set upon your course, you might begin your search near the dusk vigil. An excellent suggestion, Sir Redwald. Should we succeed in our endeavor, rest assured that you will share in the glory. I don't care. The hunt continues. Onward to the dusk vigil. I am told the region is especially cold, so do not forget to dress appropriately for the weather. I'm good. Don't even worry about it. Dusk vigil is quite far. Yeah. I certainly don't dress for the weather. Not even once. I personally don't own any pants, so I always go out in skirts. And then when it's winter and it's freezing cold, I remember it's not the first Pokemon movie. I think it's Pokemon 2000, and there's the Slowking and he's all covered in snow, and that always comes to that one line always comes to me, and I'm like, I should have worn pants, but I never do, and I never will. I will. I trust you are managing? Good. It would be a shame if we had to turn back now. What are you wearing? This land has beauty all on its own, don't you think? A pity my dear wife isn't here to enjoy it. Sir. He changed. He's like, you're right. This requires a tank top. Look, it's frozen. Wait, what? Does that mean the fish are frozen too? Fury, take me, it's freezing. This is a waste of time. No living thing could survive in this godforsaken wasteland. Over there, look! Someone's coming from the vigil. Inspector! Inspector, is that you? As I live and breathe, Of all the places to be reunited with Master Zombie Brand's compatriots, how fare you all this fine evening? A heretic raised from the dead by the brothers of unholy magics. He's not a heretic. He's one of the gentle dead men. What brings you so far from Ul'dah, good sir? Well, as you know, ours is a rather lonely existence, so when we heard rumors of an abandoned fortress held by zombies, we were delighted. I was chosen to serve as an emissary and set out immediately. Alas, it seems my efforts were for naught. Truly? Every last one dead? That is to say, irrevocably dead. If it was necessary, then so be it. Still, after coming all this way, it was more than a little disappointing. You understand. Then, my calculations were wrong. The inspector didn't land in Kurthus? Now, do not fret so. If it is our overlord you seek, then you are in luck. As the founder of the Gentle Dead Men, our fates and our aether are inextricably entwined. In fact, I can feel it calling to me now. Truly, good sir, you can guide us to Inspector Hildebrand? As surely as my rotting nose can lead me to fresh brains. Follow me, my friends. One must remain vigilant for heresy, for it can manifest in myriad ways. 'Tis a vile, insidious sickness, which must needs be burned out ere the infection takes hold. Surely zombification would qualify, yes? Confound it! They've left us behind! This man just wants to find heretics. I know. We're gonna get through this together. You're gonna get stupider. And you won't be the same man from whence you started, but we will get through it. You're gonna lose all your brain cells. Seer's look of utter confusion is one you know all too well. Who do they think they are, commandeering this investigation and employing a zombie as bloodhound? It beggars belief. We must regain control of the situation. With me, Akali. It's true. This man has no idea. The rude awakening he's about to be part of. Sickness is wont to fester and spread, yes? Is it truly safe to consort with this man? Simply basking in this magnificent scenery fills me with inspiration. Inspector! Inspector! Hold a moment, my friends. I must needs concentrate. Master Zombiebrand is indeed nearby, but there is also something else, mayhap a powerful magic, confounding my senses. I can guide you no further. We must needs split up and search the area. Now see here. These wastes are infested with wild beasts, and you would have us split up? Akali can handle herself, true, and you've clearly no reason to fear death, but what of Mistress Nowshoe? Ah, I take your meaning, my good zombie, Akali. Pray see to the lady's protection. Inquisitor Seer, would you care to take the lead? Come on, you two. The inspector is out there somewhere. those sculpted legs clad in gentlemanly trousers. I know them. What? What are you talking about? I deeply, deeply love Final Fantasy. I have been playing them since I was a little lass. 14 is probably one of my favorites, next to 6 and 7. Look, Akali, that's got to be the inspector. And he's surrounded by giant, fluffy, man-shaped gazebos. Nay, my lady, they are not mere gazebos. They note their regal bearing. They are gentlemen gazebos, fearsome yet facetious foes, who would surely tear me rotting limb from rotting limb. Only Akali can save Master Zombie Brand now. You have come in during one of the most wild side quests. And I'm sorry for that. We'll kill this wolf though, just to get it out of the way. Okay. Alright, here we go. Oh, goodbye, zombie. Yeti. Oh, they're gentlemen Yeti. I think I crit the hell out of that, that Yeti. Her face was just like, God damn it. Inspector, Inspector, can you hear me? We've been looking all over for you. Oh, but this just won't do. We have got to get you out of there before you catch cold. Up and at them. Everyone is waiting for you. Forgive me. If I pull any harder, my arms are like to tear. There you are. We heard shouting. Have you perchance found something? Fury, take me. Is that my heretic? Confound it. I wanted him alive. Yeah. She's usually, am I wearing bunny ears? I think I might have my headpiece turned off. Inspector Hildebrand is definitely not a heretic, and he's probably not dead either. He's just hibernating, like last time. Hildy ever was a late riser? Fear not, my wife and I have our ways of waking him. Oh God. I don't have my ears on. Hildebrand! Oh, it's fine. Right. I don't know. This man's a mystery. Was it the Manderville meteor strike or the Manderville meteor dive? Bah, maybe Julian was right. Trying to name everything only leads to needless confusion. One more time, then. Out you go. Splendidly suplex, Lord Godbert. Where am I? The snowy wastes of Kurthus? And who are these people I see before me? Ah, but of course, who else would venture into the inhospitable climes and wake me from slumber sweet but my beloved fans? Why do I feel as though I've slipped into a portal, into an alternate reality, unbound by the laws of logic? You need to get out of this side quest, dude. You'll never make it. What is that? A mammoth? Where did it come from? Oh, that? When my father drove me into the earth, I found it buried beneath the snow. A little Lolliphan girl, how adorable! Nashu, please. Note the firm, muscular legs, not unlike my own. 'Tis clearly a Lolliphan boy. Now that you mention it, I suppose his features are rather masculine. You two can't possibly be serious. I am the very soul of seriousness, good sir, especially in matters of deduction. This is undoubtedly a young boy, much like myself, fell into a deep slumber upon being buried beneath the snow. Now then, let us gently wake him and ascertain his identity. The Final Fantasy games do have moments of, like, silliness. This particular side quest that I'm on, though, is, like, peak Japanese humor. There's a lot of, like, it's, like, I don't quite know how to explain it, but, like, it is so absurdly over the top and so ridiculous. Yeah, they stretch out facial expressions and stuff and make things really, really ridiculous. And it's constantly buck wild. The rest of the game is not like this and takes a more serious tone. It can be lighthearted and sweet and like, but like this particular thing that you are witnessing to is the most ridiculous thing this game has to offer. There, that ought to do it. Gee. What is this place? Who am I? I remember nothing. Surely there's a perfectly logical explanation for all of this. Master Zombiebrand is alive and full of beans! It's a miracle! Beans! 'Tis not an all creation that cannot be repaired with a little tender love and care. I am begging you, sir, to put your clothes back on. You're gonna get me banned on Twitch. Well, there's always one poor character, because we had the elf detective last in ARR, who got roped into this world and became more and more unhinged. This man, too, will meet the same demise. He will not make it out of here. Inspector Hildebrand's back, and he brought a friend. It would seem that although Father's ungentle ministrations served to restore the young boy to life, they also robbed him of his memory. How did I get here? Who am I? Why can I not remember? Do not worry, young man. Everything will be all right. Take it from me. I have lost my memory more times than I can even remember. Then you can help me remember? Hearken to me now, for I, Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, do hereby swear to solve the mystery of the amnesiac hobbledehoy. Wonderful, wonderful! I'll get started on a batch of Nashu's delights. Effective as your exploits were in the past, I suspect that young Gigi lacks the hardy constitution required to survive such an approach. Gigi? Is that my name? When you awoke, you were muttering Gigi Gigi Gigi. I suspect the phrase may hold some significance to you, so until such time as we learn your real name, I say why not adopt it as a playful moniker? But that's just the sound all mammoths make. What kind of imbecile goes and names a mammoth Gigi anyway? Gigi, I like this name. Thank you, kind sir. But how will this new name help me remember who I am? Patience, Gigi. It is only the beginning. Next, we will return to the city and see if we cannot find any who know who you are. Come along. Now that I know our overlord is safe and sound, I too must take my leave of you and return to my brothers. I dare say rigor mortis will set in if I remain here any longer. Bound for Thanalan? Then allow me to accompany you. Julian will give me no end of trouble if I keep her waiting much longer. Though perhaps she will forgive me once I tell her of Hildy's return. There he goes. This is a rather lot to digest, though you have the look of one accustomed to such happenings. In any case, regardless of Mistress Nashu's protestations, the inspector will not be granted access to the capital until we can confirm that he is not a heretic. You have my word that he will be treated fairly. Surely not. Oh no! If I remember ARR correctly, that's Hildebrand's mom in disguise. Not the masked mystery people that we thought. Where am I? Just simply. Oh my. So Gigi is a reference to Vivi from Final Fantasy IX, and Vivi was a little black mage with a very mysterious past that I will not get into because I will hope to play that game on stream one day. But Vivi also couldn't remember who he was or anything about himself, and so we've got a chunky little Easter egg in the form of Gigi. Fury, take me, that man. Oh, Kali. I suppose you've heard the news then. That Inspector Hildebrand was cleared of all suspicion and judged to be no more than an eccentric curiosity. If you are looking for him, good luck. I wanted to thank him for his cooperation, but as soon as the Temple Knights released him, he and his assistant ran off to God knows where with a mammoth in tow. As for my investigation, in spite of all the twists and turns, I managed to salvage a satisfactory result. As far as the Inquisition is concerned, the suspicious vagabond was not more than a zombie which wandered away from the Dust Vigil, sickness which has since been purged. So it seemed that all is right with the world once more. For now, I have no doubt that the inspector will turn up again, like a bad gill, and when he does, trouble is sure to follow. Well, that was short. No, you don't need to play any Final Fantasies in order. Final Fantasy XIV has constant references to all the other Final Fantasies. I will have to remember you're here, but I am done with you, sir. So like there was a reference to 9. There's references all over the place, none of which are required to play Final Fantasy XIV. And they're just very fun Easter eggs for longtime fans. But you can play them in any order. The only exceptions being Final Fantasies that have like 10 and then there's 10-2 and 13 and then 13-2. Those need to be played in order, but you can play 6, 7, 9. You can play whichever, any of them first. They're all coming, I think 1 through 6 are coming to Steam. Some of them are already on Steam, but I am so excited to play 1 and 2 to have a good way to play them. Ooh, let's go be a Dark Knight. I have been dying to get this quest done. Oh god, where am I? Oh, far, far away. I've gone the wrong way again. Frey was here long before you met. I knew you would come to your senses, Akali. Now, let us go. It has been a while since we did the Dark Knight questline. As a refresher, Frey took us by the hand and was like, "You and me, we need to get out of this place because they treat you like garbage, and I'm sick of it. And we can." Frey basically said we should run away together. I can't say no to this. If I never see snow again, it'll be too soon. We should go somewhere warm, at least for a little while. Wait for me near the gates of judgment. When you are alone, call out, and I shall join you. A moment later, Frey departs, though in what direction, you cannot seem to recall. With the chat, we have to say Frey's name at the gates of judgment. Yes, we're running away together with Frey. Yeah, it's actually the class that's based very heavily on Berserk. Girls don't have the pose. But if you are a male Dark Knight, you put your sword over your shoulder. It's the Berserk pose. The girls get this one, which I really, really, really like too, but it's not the it's not the same. Yeah, it's the big fat chunky swords. I don't currently have a big fat chunky sword, but crossing the steps, miss? Let's put this over here. Absolutely. Wait, I know that voice. It's Akaliana, the hero of the Scions. Allow me to say what an honor it is to meet you, madam. I mean, by the Fury, the woman who bested Shiva. Every knight under Lord Drillamont's command knows the tale. I could go on, but well, I'll just say it. If I may, madam, we need your help. We've a giant problem, madam. A band of them has taken to riding caravans passing through the Drenifin Pass. We think they may be planning to expand their territory. Lord Drillamont wants wants them gone, but you know how it is. Too much work for too few hands. We'd need at least two dozen knights to clear them out safely. But now that you're here, madam, we have nothing to fear. Aye, while we create a distraction, you can slip past, and put their leader down. Without him, they're sure to cut and run. So will you help us, madam? We beg of you. We beg of you. I'm supposed to be running away with Frey. Thank you so much, madam. We won't forget this. Pray accompany me to the pass, madam. We can discuss the finer details of our plan there. No. No more. Enough! Sorry, Frey. I gotta go. Duty calls. I don't think I'm geared enough for this, but here we go. The leader should be somewhere in the tunnels, madam. Once you're in position, we'll launch our attack. If all goes to plan, you should only have to contend with their leader and his guards. May the Fury guide and protect us. Here I go killing again. Yeah, you would have to, that's what, I can't show you in combat right this second. Oh, you shouldn't have run through that, dude. You would have died. Okay. So every class starts from, well, not every class. Most classes start from 1. Some classes, like Red Mage, start at 50. Dancer started at 60. When Sage and Reaper come out, they'll start at 70. So when I grabbed Dark Knight, it started at level 30, but I only had level 30 gear. So what you do, is you do the fastest way to level and get gear is to do your roulettes. And so I was doing a leveling roulette. Not every day, because I was lazy, but I did about twice a week, and you get a big boost. So I've already done this one, but if I was a healer, I would get an extra 12,000 experience points. If I did this as a tank, I would get an extra 2,000 experience points, just because it's a bonus for certain classes. So you start and you slowly gather gear. Yeah, no problem. You take care. And so you level and gather gear that way. I have a lot of low level gears still on. Like, I'm level 50, but I still have a 32 top, just because I wasn't able to get the gear. I shouldn't have been tanking higher level dungeons in the kind of gear I was in, but it's fine. So long as you pull responsibly, it's not too much of a trouble. I had healers that were like, pull more, and I was like, I can't, I'll die. I haven't geared appropriately. You can also just buy it, but that felt like a waste, so I didn't. By the Fury, you really did it, and you made it look so easy. As for us, there were some injuries, but nothing serious. It was starting to look rather grim, actually, but the moment he fell, they sounded the retreat. It was an honor to fight with you, madam. You really are everything the bards say. Truth be told, I've been following your deeds for some time now, ever since you first came to White Brim Front. Your martial prowess is widely known, of course, but what I found truly inspirational was your compassion for the common man. How you would risk your life without thought for fame or fortune. How the lowest among us could find a friend in you. Sir! Sir! Is something wrong? It's Lord Drillamont, sir. He's heard we were in the field with Akali and is demanding that she come to Whitebrim Front at once. Demanding? What is the meaning of this? Certain allegations have been made, sir. It would seem that she was observed conversing with a corpse in the broom. Not that anyone would believe such slander, of course. I should warn you, madam, that some of these allegations were made by temple knights. You may be asked to surrender your weapon. Surrender your weapon? After what happened in Ul'dah, they must be mad. It's important to note that we didn't know Frey when the Ul'dah situation happened. There was no possible way to know Frey, and there was no possible way for Frey to know what occurred. Pay attention, Akali. This could be the greatest moment of our life. That is, if you could stop denying the truth that's been staring you in the face since the moment we met. Say my name. Say it. My real name. Our real name. Frey is very cool. Come now. You knew Frey was dead from the beginning, but you didn't care. You had a sword and a soul crystal, but what you wanted was a mentor. A mentor with the gifts and the knowledge, a dark knight who could guide you on the path, who you could aspire to become. A woman who was free to say and do the things you would not. A woman who was, even now, you continue to deny it. Well, deny me all you want. You cannot deny what we have done. Have I not been good to you? Have I not given you everything I promised? Did I not help you hear the whispers of our very soul? Open your eyes. Look, do you see now? Do you see? Everything up to now has been your story. And everything after now will be mine. I have to kick my own ass. It would seem I underestimated myself, but no matter. They have borne witness to the darkness within us, to what lies beneath the mask. Akali, listen to us. We will never forsake you, no matter what. We know who you are, Akali. We know, and so do you. A fantastic display of willful ignorance. Wipe the slate clean. Forgive and forget. Convince yourselves that she can be controlled. The warrior of light. Our weapon of light. It isn't too late, Akali. We can still be free. Yes, that's part of the fantasy magic. Akali. So this is your answer? Listen to my voice. Listen to our heartbeat. Listen. If this is how it must be, then so be it. But know that when you tire of this charade, I shall be here, waiting to take the reins. You need only ask. Praise Helone, you're all right, madam. For a moment we fear we'd lost you forever. Lord Drillamont made it clear that we will speak no more of what happened. Not that he had to ask, mind. As for your friend, I'm told he will be inferred with full rights. May his soul rest in peace. Are you certain you're all right, madam? You seem a little... Never mind. Fare you well. So, that is a little hard to parse, but, so, technically, the sequence of events, and this is how we did it anyway, is the banquet at Ulda. I know, I'm just side questing. The banquet of Ulda happens. You are betrayed, you are devastated, you have lost all your friends. Oh, this is not going to be a pretty outfit. Oh no. We have to get out of this right away. I look terrible. You find a corpse in the broom that the guards, that the Temple Knights have just thrown out. You take the sword, you take the soul crystal, and in your grief you sort of create what you believe this person will be, but this person is actually you. And it's all your anger and frustration towards everything. And so anytime Frey interacted with people and said things, that was not Frey because no one could see Frey because Frey wasn't real. That was you. You said some crazy shit to people. And so, do I have? I do. It's not better. Kind of. Where are my... Yeah, so you have said, unfortunately, some crazy shit to people, but they have agreed not to talk about it. And no one will believe it anyway, because you're the warrior of light. Boom. Back the way I should be. Let us go. We are actually not done with Dark Knight quests. Nope, not you. Yeah, so you have quelled that inner voice for now, and life goes on. Ruh-roh. I wasn't paying attention when they gave me the new Dark Knight quest. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is it here? It was... No. Yes, it was here. I walked away. I needed to get out of that armor so badly. I didn't even think. I was like, nope. We must move along. Yeah, so... You have quelled that part of yourself for now, and all is right with the world. Shifting uneasily from side to side, the Temple Knight struggles to meet your gaze. It would seem, madam, that my comrades have misjudged you. I realize this now, having witnessed the lengths to which Lord Drillamont will go for your sake. Aye, there can be no doubt that you are a true friend to Ishgard, which is fortunate, as we have urgent need of one with your skills. Pray accompany me to the Behemoth's domain at once. I know all mounts go the same speed, but this little plane feels like the slowest goddamn thing in existence, right next to the whales. I just feel like I'm slugging through the air. There is a demon among us, madam, a fiend which cannot be suffered to live. Lord Drillamont may be willing to let a dangerous vigilante roam free, but we are not so foolish. What sort of hero maims and murders knights sworn to the Holy See? None I know. A heretic you are, and a heretic you shall die. Well, this is outrageous. You stun me yet? Oh, he helped me. I need to move this so I don't accidentally hit that. Vile fiend, do not think you can conceal your true nature from them forever. We will expose you for the abomination that you are, I swear it. Wielder of dark arts, consorter of dragons, I will bring you to justice even if it costs me my life. Shall we oblige him then? Well, are you going to kill him, or shall I? You're one of them too, aren't you? This is the part where you beg for your life. Leave these lands if you value your lives. We will not show you mercy again. I pray you do not make a habit of following men plotting to kill you into secluded areas. Or did you learn naught from Frey? So you do know of him. I thought him fallen at the trial, but when I heard whispers of a woman seen wielding his sword in battle. So tell me, what became of him? How did you learn the arts? I will not kill any elves, Brightly. You cannot set your dark whims upon me. By the gods. Though now that I think of on it, 'tis not the first time I have heard such a tale. We who consort with the darkness are never truly whole. There will ever be a part of us yearning to be free. We trained together, Frey and I. He was a strength beyond reckoning, but alas, it was not enough. It warms my heart to see that you carry on his legacy, that you have learned as much as you have with only his soul crystal to guide you bespeaks of your potential. There is a matter I would discuss with you, but not here. My name is Sidirgru. Pray look for me at the Forgotten Night in Ishgard. Now we go back to Ishgard. After this Dark Knight quest, I hope you're ready for even more whiplash, because it's gonna be goofy times again. Given the circumstances under which you embarked upon this path, I fear you do not yet understand what it means to be a Dark Knight. The first of us bared steel against one of the clergy. This is true. He sacrificed everything he once held dear in the name of justice. So must all who would walk in his footsteps. Mayhap you think this will earn you the love of the common man. You are wrong. To many you will forever be a criminal, a fiend who sows chaos and discord. These people will listen to the lies of our enemies. They will do their utmost to cast you out, or worse, as they did to Frey. If you are not prepared to deal with these consequences, then surrender your sword and soul crystal to me now. You claim conviction, but your actions speak otherwise. You spared a man who tried to murder you. Mercy, some would call it. Idiocy, I name it. Aye, that's right. I followed him and gave him the mercy he truly deserved. Look at me, Akali. Tell me what you see. The first Guardians to encounter Ara saw Travanians. We had fled Garlemon's armies only to come to a land where we were mistaken for another nation's mortal enemy. They bared steel and came to kill us, but we did not die so easily. We spared them and sent them on their way, and how do you think they repaid our kindness? With fire and blood, Akali, with death for every man, woman, and child. Make no mistake, these are the wages of mercy. If you would walk the path, then you must accept this truth, for your enemies already have. Okay, so there will be no Dark Knight quest for a hot minute. Oh no, that's not true. I'll have to continue leveling it. By God, I will try. Okay. Now, let me see what we've got going on here. I actually think the only thing we have left to do... I could do a PvP match really quickly. Get Dragoon leveled up and see the conclusion of that quest line. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. But first, no, we should do Dragoon stuff here because it's all in Kurthus anyway. It'd be silly to go all the way to Limsa Lumens. Okay. And that is what we will do. Good times. And I believe my Dragoon quest is back where we were. Or will be, anyway. How long have I been streaming? An hour and a half? We might end up doing a story regardless. I thought I had more side questing to do, but I do not. Oh, I have a Dragoon quest anyway. Oopsie doopsies. 58. I never did my 58 one. Alright. Well, duly noted. That might actually level me. Hold on. You're gonna withdraw for a second. I need 100,000. I need 188,000. Or 180,000, more accurately. Probably not actually then, but we'll see. We'll try and make it happen. Papa, how many XPs will this give me? Oh, very close, actually. Sir Elbrick has acquired the information on the heretics you seek. You come at a good time, my friend. I have tidings to share regarding the heretics we pursue. They call themselves the Bloodbearers, and their leader is a man named Mathinian. He and his minions are capable of assuming the form of dragons. Such a transformation is possible by partaking of dragon's blood. I dare say you have borne witness to it, and it grants the individual unholy strength. Although the sanguine substance is precious, the Bloodbearers have access to an abundant supply owing to their pact with Growly. That is why they have been able to offer our forces such fierce resistance. Now my sources tell me that the Bloodbearers have been sighted in the Chocobo Forest. If Hetsuin means to reclaim Pergreen, as I believe, that is where she will go, and so must we. Pray meet me at Tailfeather. We shall begin making inquiries around the settlement. Oh, not that way. I took the liberty of speaking with some of the local folks before you arrived. They say that strange merchants have been acquiring goods in prodigious quantities. It seems to me that Bloodbearers are replenishing their stores. Let us split up and scour the area for these so-called merchants. Should someone strike you as suspicious, confront him and gauge his reaction. One of the sea dogs. You ain't taking me alive. Oh, okay. You just chose violence. Didn't have to be that way. The one suspicious fellow I approached was an honest chocobo breeder. How fared your search? Attacked by a false merchant. And you say you found a sliver of parchment upon the man? It bears a message of a message ciphered in a manner favored by heretics. Thankfully, I am versed in it. There is to be a meeting a short way south of here. Let us go there at once. I can't fly here. Yeah. Special key items. So my compass is here. And, any, special quest items. This is not the way. It's very good. Yeah, World of Warcraft has sometimes, like, things you gather don't go in your main inventory, but like special key items, they don't even have an inventory. They just, like, you have it, it exists, and eventually you will use it in the time when you need it, when you need to use it. It's kind of like that. Please don't fight me. Thank you, Chocobos. Thank the Fury we were not too late. Akali, why are you here? Why is Sir Elbrick here? Rest assured, your secret is safe with us. Your father is the only other soul that knows. Akali could not bear to see him suffer, so what ails you? I am fine. It will pass. Now I suspect it was Mathion who led you here. As you can see, he and his bloodbearers shall trouble the Holy See no more. Even in self-imposed exile you think of duty, but now that you have reclaimed Prejugging, there is no need for further deception. Come with us back to Ishgard. Your family and your comrades have need of you. I am sorry, but I cannot. I cannot return to Ishgard ever again. Why? What has happened to you? The Hetsuine I know would never forsake her people. She would never turn her back on her nation. Please understand. I wish with all my heart to return home, but I have no choice. I have partaken of dragon blood, when the heretics held me captive, they forced the vile substance down my throat. Alone, have mercy, then you. I have already turned. Were I to set foot in Ishgard, I would be charged with heresy of the worst order. If I alone must suffer, then so be it. But you know as well as I how the Inquisition works. Should I be declared a heretic, suspicion is like to fall upon my parents as well, and I will not allow that to happen. Full well do I understand your plight, but what do you intend to do? You cannot mean to throw your life away. Perish the thought! I owe my life to my father. If I must die, it shall not be in vain. As Akali has shown us, a dragon needs no banners to do what is right, and I know full well what I must do. Upon my lands, I swear to hunt down Growly and end his reign of terror. Thank you, Akali, for showing me the path I must walk, for helping me to accept my fate. I asked this of you once before, but I shall ask it again. Please take care of my comrades and my father. No matter how I searched, I could find no words to stop her. For now, let us return to the observatorium. As I made my way back, I recalled words Hestween once said to me. My worth is measured by the dragons I slay. To be changed into the very thing she has sworn to fight, I can only imagine the storm of turmoil that must rage within her. Yet cruel though her fate is, we must make the best of the hand we have been dealt, and I believe I spy an opportunity. And partaking of dragon blood, Hestween has come to harbor, and I clicked past it. But it's not so different from harnessing the power of the eye, I believe. Alas, the danger of corruption is far greater. As you yourself have witnessed, dragon blood alters the flesh, and once the flesh is altered, the mind must soon follow. Will Hatsune be able to conquer the dragon that has roused within her? I know not. But we must believe in her and lend her our strength, else she will surely be lost to us. Pray resume your training once more, Akali, and keep your purpose ever close to your heart, for when next we meet, it shall be to confront the dragon, Growly. I am so close. I think a couple fates will get me there. 40. We'll just do those. That's faster than PvP nonsense. Allegedly. DPS queues take so long. Hell yeah. I do have some level 60 stuff. Thank you, Void Arg. Much appreciated. Now I won't get my ass kicked quite so hard in this this quest line. This one goes after Chaos Thrust? Everything dies too fast, I'm not sure. Sir Albert's jaw is set in anticipation of a confrontation. Akali, the hour of reckoning is at hand. Growly is on the move once more. According to our astrologians, the creature shall soon pass near the Dreaming Dragon in the Western Highlands. Hetsuine, too, will be aware of this, and she will seek to confront her nemesis. We must go to her aid. Now, it would not do if she were seen by her comrades at this juncture. As such, I will ensure the congregation that you have the situation in hand. By the same token, however, this means we will receive no support from the Dragoons. We will fight this battle alone. But without further ado, let us be on our way. Pray see to your preparations and then meet me at the Convictory. It's actually faster to go to Tailwind, or Tailfeather, and then fly into Corthus. I think. Yeah, I think so. No, you're too big. Too stuck. That's better. Probably right over there. Alas. At the very least, need to get the hinterlands done so we can fly to Master Montoya that much faster. My new pants are so fancy. Or it's technically new boots. My pants are the same, but I no longer look like the hot mess that I once was. I have spoken with the people here. A woman fitting Hetsuine's description has been sighted nearby. She was headed north, they say, a lance in her hand and a trail of dead heretics in her wake. Remnants of the blood-bearers, 'twould seem. Sir Albrecht has told me all. It matters not what my daughter has become. I am resolved to bring her home. I beg of you, please help her through the coming trial. Let us split up. The quicker to find Hetsuine. Lord Mortigans shall come with me. Mistress Akali. A fierce battle took place here recently. A solitary set of footsteps leads to the north. Oh, that's right, I don't have it. Oh. I didn't have Blood of the Dragon up. That was bad. A fierce battle took place here recently. A solitary set of footsteps leads to the west. So you have come. Behold, then, the Malgan face of my torment, a Growly. It gives me heart to know that the Azure Dragoon stands with me against my nemesis. The craving grows stronger by the day, but I shall not succumb to it. Nay, I shall be no dragon's thrall. I failed in my duty before. I shan't fail again. Today, I shall claim Growly's head. Blood of the dragon. No! Oh my god. Stay here. Uh-oh, I'm in a lot of trouble. Oh no. I was just bouncing. Well, I should have probably died. Oh my god. Don't you freeze me again. I'll be very cross. I did it. I resisted the dragon within and fulfilled my duty. I could not have done it without you, Akali. Verily, You are the paragon towards which I aspire. If I am to be like you, I must learn to harness greater power without being consumed by it. With this battle won, I have a new purpose. I shall conquer the lure of the dragon blood and purge every last drop of it from the land. Hatsune, thank the Fury you are safe. Father, why are you here? I have come to bring you home. Your mother and I cannot bear to lose you again. Would that I could return, father, but I cannot. I have partaken of dragon blood and turned. In the eyes of the Inquisition, I am no better than a heretic. I cannot allow you to be associated with me. You needn't worry. This shall remain a secret between the four of us. No, the risk is too great, even now. 'Tis all I can do to suppress my thirst for dragon blood. Since the day I said my vows, I strove to become the Azure Dragoon. Failing that, I strove to be as near to it as I could. Finally I have the power I longed for, but it renders me an enemy to mine own kind. Accursed dragons, how many of ours have you claimed with your foul blood? Hear me, Hitsui. Not once have you yielded to fate, and you mustn't yield to it now. The road ahead will be fraught with hardships, this I do not doubt, but I have faith that you will overcome them all and return to us. Thank you, Father. Your faith in me lends me strength. However long it takes, I shall conquer the lure of dragon blood to stand before you once again. Till that day, I shall roam the land and smite our foes with their own power. This I swear upon my forefathers' lance. Okay, that's it for Dragoon with Heavensward. They just left me out here. Dragon costume is very good. Look, they replaced my tail with a little lizard tail. It's very good. There we go. Let's get better light in here. Oh, it's gonna be like that. Well, that's fine. I just want to look at it in a bright light. Like the little wingies. There we go. It's so good. It's all scaly. I'm very spiky. I like it very much. Is this the best outfit I have? It is. Let's reassign everything. Alright, so there's one more thing to do. I think this is where I need to go. Culinarian's Guild. Yes, here we go. Time to turn in my items for the contest. If your dishes are ready, I shall lay them out for Master Delamont. I was just awarded the highest score in the history of the Delamentois. The Bismarck is as good as mine. Aren't you getting ahead of yourself? A colleague can still beat your 9 bloody points. Ha! Master Delamont will never award a perfect 10. It would be tantamount to declaring that his legend has been surpassed, not a decision to be made lightly. Without further ado, Master Delamont, the score if you would. 8 points, meaning the victory goes to... No, it's 9 points. We have a tie, the highest score ever awarded. A perfect 10! We have a winner, a Kaliana, with the first perfect 10 in history. Don't worry, Sprightly. I would never lose to a Catboy. How can this be? Master Delamont, you were shaking your head. It was not out of disappointment, I assure you. Nay, I was simply coming to terms with reality. The reality that a culinarian has finally appeared who surpasses me. First of all, the appetizer. After a long day of judging, the mushrooms helped to absorb the grease that had collected in my stomach, giving it a new lease on life, an act of consideration worthy of the most devoted of mothers. Then came the main course. Sinking my teeth into the breading delightfully light and crisp, my tongue was greeted with a harmony of flavors, which burst forth from the succulent cut of the oakens beneath. The great love went into making it tender, was plain to my senses. And finally dessert. Truth be told, by this time I was ripe to burst, but compact as it was, I could comfortably squeeze in the marron glaze, which concentrated sweetness served as the perfect accent to a wonderful meal. From the first bite to the last, I felt the spirit of hospitality. In the end, it was Akali's interpretation of the theme which divided her from the field. Rather than striving to astonish with her work, she kept the dinner foremost in her mind. Consideration worthy of the most devoted mother. This is something you learned through the Ishgardian beet soup. And it seems to me you made the yolk especially tender by marinating it, like when you made the cockatrice meatballs for me friend. Hemasitia, your dishes were magnificent, make no mistake. None could doubt the great skill that went into their creation. However, more so than a thing to be created, food is a thing to be eaten. You had forgotten this, and it made all the difference. I've lost. As promised, I'll give up being a culinarian. Mossy Bee, wait! Congratulations, my friend, and thank you. For the first time in a long while, I have tasted food that satisfied not only my senses, but my soul as well. I look forward to seeing you again, not as judge and contestant, but as peers. The Bismarck stinks, safe to you. If Melikoko pulls the same shite again, though, I'm throwing her off the upper decks. But speaking of the girl, might be as you should check up on her and Amasitia. They went off in the direction of the missing member. I'll just run. It's no big deal. I can honestly say that I've never eaten food so good that it was an out-of-body experience, but God, I wish I could. You can't just give up. But you're the one who wanted me to. You made me swear it. I only did it because you were shirking your duties. I wanted old Mossy Bee back, the one who'd work at it cooking every waking moment. Fool of a Lalafell, I was shirking so that I could prepare for the contest in secret. I didn't want to betray any hint of effort to my rivals, the unassailable champion. That's the aura I wanted to exude. So dreamy. I mean, I beg you, Massey, don't give up being a culinarian. I can't bear the thought of you not being able to eat your cooking no more. Well, if my Melly Belly insists, I suppose there's nothing for it but to keep doing what I do best. Will you keep it down? We've had all the gutful of your lover's farce. So you didn't win. That's too bad. What do you intend to do now? Is it as good or better than My Little Maple Leaf? Captain, if you would permit it, I would beg leave of your service for a time. This adventure possesses something I do not. In journeying the realm as she does, I hope that I will come to possess it as well. That is fair. If that's what you want, then I won't stop ye. But what about Melikoko here? You just gonna leave her behind? If you make her cry, I won't hesitate to make this place live up to its name. It's Yak. And Yak was there for it. Yak experienced it live. Ugh. I must leave your side for a while, Melly Belly, but upon my honor, I swear that I'll return to you and make you proud. God, that was the funniest thing. I know you will, Massy B. I'll wait for you, forever and a day. She'll kill me. Then she'll sandbag me in DBD. Finally, some peace and quiet. I owe you an apology, Akali. It was wrong of me to embroil you in my personal affairs. But it wasn't all to the bad. You were a positive influence upon Massey and me. Thanks to you, he was reminded what it means to be a culinarian, and I've come to love my job even more than I already did. All of this was made possible through your cooking. You've taken a humble thing and given it the power to change lives. Thank you, Akali, for being an inspiration to us all, and a belated congratulations for winning the Delamont Duar. A more worthy champion there has never been. Ooh, do I get all of these? Oh, hell yes. That's liquid gold right there. That includes the culinary quests for Heaven's Word. So we will not be... I need to get a move on with my alchemy quests. What level is that? 46. Woofa doofa. Alright. I'm quite a bit behind on that, but that's not terribly hard to level up. I also have to unlock the Moogle quests, which are very good and worth seeing through to completion. Okay. What time is it? 6. Been at this for 2 hours? It's hard to say because we had all those issues. And I've definitely all caught up with side quests now, yeah? Yeah. 50, 61, 60, 50, 60. And there's no Red Mage one yet. And no Arcanist one yet. Okay. I think I'm going to call it an early stream. Just things got so wild. And we'll start story fresh tomorrow. We'll do patch, what is this, 3.2, and I don't know if we'll complete 3.2, but we will have more of Gobbies, and we'll have a new side quest as well to do, and more Hildebrand. But that won't all be tomorrow. It'll mostly be patch 5.2. Sometimes you gotta. But thank you so very much for being here. I'm so sorry about the weird issues that I've been having on my side, and it seems like Twitch is having on their side. So hopefully that all gets straightened out sooner rather than later. I suspect there will be more little hiccups tomorrow, but hopefully not. Thank you so much for being here and for being so supportive. I haven't said my whole spiel in a while, but if you're looking for more of what of me and what I do, you can find my Twitter, my Discord, and my YouTube all linked below in my About page, along with all the people that helped make this stream possible, from the art and the movement of my avatar to the emotes that we use here in chat. And so big thanks to all of the people who have helped make this stream possible, and a big thanks to you for always being here and watching. I hope you all have a very lovely evening, and I hope to see you soon. Goodbye!